Yeah, I started a video and deleted it and tried to find one of my FUDs. I can't find one. I'm not going to go rummaging around. People move in, you got to move stuff. You can't find stuff. That's the story of my life. I thought I had one sitting on the shelf. The new ones, the gray ones with the, you can stick a bottle on it and save it for more useful things than pouring on the ground. Anyway, okay. In the story, they're double timing it back home, and they come up on this couple out trying to get to their uncle's, and she's taking a pee. So they scare her, and she screams. So anyway, they point being is if she'd have been using a FUD, and I'm sure that if David Crawford had known about him back then when he wrote this, yeah, it'd be in the story, no question, because you know he's got a lot of neat things in here, devices and things that you need. So anyway, had she been using that, she would have been standing up. She would have been more alert. She wouldn't have been scared. Probably would have seen them before she, before they saw her. But anyway, just point of the matter is, here you have a man and women out on a patrol. When did these women take a pee? They don't address that. But obviously they all had to stop, and he had to turn his back and let the women take a pee and squat, do whatever, while the other one stood guard. Whereas if they all had their FUDs, they could just say, hey, hold on a minute, unzip, water the bushes, water the tree, and be done with it and be back, on the road, on the trail. So that's one point. Other point I want to make is the interaction with Susan and them, and the way the guy was armed, and the fact that he knew what he was doing, and that Mark observed that he knew what he was doing, and he knew about cowboy shooting, okay? And Susan blew it off, and he says he wasn't happy with it, but he let it go. Well, that's not something you should let go. You need to understand, I had a discussion, an argument with Jersey one time, and about, somebody with a single action, whatever it was, single shot rifle or handgun, would not win in a gunfight. The person that wins in a gunfight is the one that shoots first and shoots most accurate. Doesn't matter whether it's a black powder rifle or one question was put one time, you're in a dark room, you're two people there, one has let's say an SKS, and the other one has a black powder rifle. Who wins this fight? Well, guy with the SKS. Not necessarily. Depends on who shoots first and who shoots accurate, in the dark or whatever. So that's the fact of the matter. Now, on the subject of cowboy action shooters, I've been watching a few of them. They're fun to watch. But recently, funny this came up, I watched a little kid. I think he's about 13 years old, maybe 11. He's been shooting obviously since he was a tyke. But his name, his stage name is Matt Black. Very hard to find because I didn't know what the name of it was. And I should be able to. I'll try to find the link and put it down below. But his name is Dylan Hoxie. Look up Dylan Hoxie, aka Matt Black, and the thumbnail, there's in the distance, there's people standing here, about 4 guys, and then off to the left is 9 targets in a stand, okay? And here's the scenario. This kid is shooting a lever action rifle like this guy had, a 38 caliber lever action rifle. And the other guy in this video with Matt Black, Dylan Hoxie, is shooting a submachine gun, a Mac 10. Well, it's supposedly a Mac. They don't show it that much. It didn't quite look like a Mac to me. It didn't look like a Mac 10. Mac 10 is a 45, Mac 11 is a 9mm, but 600 rounds a minute. Okay, so kid with a lever action rifle, bang, 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 versus a machine gun at 600 rounds a minute. 9 glass balls about this big. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now one of them started at the, I don't know. They both started at the bottom and worked their way up. So the one guy started left, went right, and the other one started right and went left. So anyway, point being, I think that's how it worked out. But full auto machine gun, kid with a lever action rifle. So the question is, who wins? You're up against somebody like that, you probably don't have a chance. The kid won the competition by a split second, but he won. So the fact that the guy had to have a full auto machine gun to keep up with the kid, as far as just shooting, breaking each ball. Dylan fired 9 shots. The other guy might have fired 600 shots, but because he's just going. Dylan fired 9 shots and broke the last ball first. No question. On film, on video, watch it. And they're both doing their best. The guy with the MAC-10 wanted to win. He didn't. He was pretty bummed. The kid obviously was pretty dang excited. So anyway, the person that pulls the trigger first, there's a story of Carlos Hatchcock in his book, Marine Sniper. Bounty was put out on him, sniper in Vietnam. Viet Cong sniper was after him, and they had about a 3-day running sniper battle. And when it ended, it was because he fired and his bullet went through the scope and took the guy out. Which the fact of the matter was that the guy was lined up on him also. And the only difference in who won was he was a split second faster on the trigger as they fired, as they lined up. They both saw a glint or whatever. They knew where their one was. They were lined up exactly on target, right down the rifle, right at the head. And Carlos Hatchcock fired first by, a mere split second. They could have both been dead. They could have both pulled the trigger, and both gone. So, anyway, superior firepower does not mean a lot. Doesn't mean, it is not the whole story. Let's put it that way. So, deal with it. Spray and pray does not really do a whole lot. I'll tell one more story. One more, just fact. We were hunting one time, 4 of us, father-in-law, 2 brother-in-laws. I'd been tracking and I found some antlers, and so I started rattling them, making noise. End of the day, we are leaning against a rock, all 4 of us. We hear this. Well, the rattling had attracted another buck and another buck. My brother-in-law, one brother-in-law had been tracking a buck, big one, and they're going at it. 75 feet up a fairly steep angle like that, top of a bluff. I dropped to one knee, rested my rifle on the rock, and fired. The other brother-in-law and the father-in-law just went, "Look at that!" They did not react and did not fire. However, the other brother-in-law whirled around, standing offhand, that quick. 2 deer dropped. So I said, "Hey, I got a shot off, and I think I might have hit it." And he goes, "And how many shots did you fire?" I said, "1. He goes, "How many deer dropped?" 2. He said, "I fired twice." I went, "Case closed." Anyway, point is, you have a hunter like that who can shoot, and you put, one time he said, "Do you think I can hit that bird in the tree that's 200 yards away, a little bird about this big, can't hardly see it?" I said, "Yeah, I'm not going to bet on that one." Feathers. So, but 100 yards, 2 guys with fully auto AK-47s and him, no contest. No contest. 2 guys drop with headshots, and he picks up 2 AKs off the ground later, or whatever else they're carrying. No question, no contest, not even a question. Would not do to bet any money against somebody like that. You're dead. You're done. It's over. There's no contest. So I hope that makes sense to some people, because some people have hard heads and they don't understand, and they don't want to listen to reason or sense, but that's just the way it is. And being stupid will cost you a lot. Learn how to handle guns as best you can. You know, train, get in better shape. I'm gonna start doing that. Got to. We're both here. We need to get doing some exercising, so that's got to happen here real quick. So anyway, that's it for now, and I'm done because it's like 1:30 freaking in the morning, or 2 o'clock. I don't know. I got 2 people I need to talk to tomorrow. There's a lot of people incoming. A couple in Ohio en route back here. So be praying for different people. John and Olga, Margot heading out here. Carol wanting to get here. Gail. Melody. You know. Be praying for people, please. Yeah, and that's just a few, you know. I mean, yeah. The Kofers from Texas, and it's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get more exciting, but it's gonna get extremely challenging. You know, cattywampus. You know, 2 thumbs up, and I still got to do an unboxing. One of my subscribers sent me some stuff for my health, and I need to get it open so I can start using it. And I haven't done that yet. I haven't gotten a minute, but I want to do it. I want to do an unboxing. You know, just to show stuff and do a little bit of research on it before I do. But thank you profusely. You know, and he's another one. He's looking to move here, and I just want to see it happen. I want to see it be successful for people. We need to start looking for campers. I mean, there's no question. You know, the thing of living in a garage or a hole in the ground or one of these cabins before you have money to insulate it and fix it up for winter. You know, campers are going to be a halfway decent alternative. So that's just the way it is. We got to get that done. So start looking for them. If you don't need to live here to do it. You know, you can help me out there. If you're listening to this and you can get online and you have time to look for campers on Craigslist in the Springfield area, you know, thereabouts, put a dot on Springfield and look for a camper within 500 miles. Let me know, because there's people all around here that need them. You know, the Ozark Plateau is a 120-mile radius out to the riverbeds, you know, valleys. It's a lot of territory. Do the math. 30 to 50,000 square miles, depending on where you want to draw your line. 93 counties. So, you need a lot of shelter before next winter. A lot. And I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of people en route. I'm not in touch with everybody that's coming here. There's people coming here that I don't know about, obviously. They're all going to be taking up land, taking up resources, you know. So, the sooner you get here, the better off. Although I'm seeing time after time awesome farms for sale. I mean, people have put a lifetime into them. Blood, sweat, and tears, and raised beds, greenhouses, you name it. I mean, just, you know, building these things up and then putting them up for sale. I don't get it. Anyway, I mean, it's just timing, you know, it's neat. I'm hoping preppers, you know, good people, remnant believers are able to pick them up. So, all right, that's enough rambling. Sorry. This is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant.